I'm not completely heartless. I'll even throw that time machine you cherish so much overboard with you.
Please take me back. Back to that blissful moment.
It's almost time for the reception, milady.
It actually really worked.
Okay, let me make sure I've got this straight. When your magic panties appear, I do a backflip into a handstand and blow out the candle. No, Athena, you got it all wrong. You do a backflip through the ring of fire while holding the candle in your mouth. There's no way I would be able to do that. So you can. I believe in you, Athena. See? What are you and Athena up to? Athena's agreed to be a part-time performer in my magic show. I couldn't say no to some extra cash, but I probably should have thought it through first. Now it's human cannibal this, guillotine that. It's not like I have 9 lives, you know. You made your bed, Athena. Now you've got to lie in it. No, I'm too young to be taking out a life insurance policy already. My name is Phoenix White. I'm the head of this law office. Since when did you become the head of this office, Daddy? I mean, your executive does all the cleaning, accounting, and scheduling around here, huh? Yeah, you got me there, Trucy. This is Trucy White. She's my adopted daughter, and a magician. And I'm Athena Sykes, the rising star lawyer of the Right Anything Agency. Or rather, the rising star assistant to Trucy, you mean? If I don't get back into a courtroom soon, I'm going to forget everything I ever learned. Speaking of the courtroom, we haven't exactly had any clients lately, have we? Business as slow as ever, huh, Nick? Bet you made more money back when you played the piano. Ew, long time no see! Larry? I haven't seen you in years. What brings you here all of a sudden? Some big news, that's what? Okay. Who's this guy, boss? This is Larry Butts. He's... well, let's just say he's an old friend of mine. So, Larry, what's so big that you had to come and tell me in person? There's somebody I want you to meet. Hey, you can come in now. Alright. How do you do? Hi. That dress! Is that a wedding dress? Yes, it is. My name is Ellen Wyatt. I'm a domestic servant, a maid of the Sprocket household. Sprocket? As in Sprocket Aviation? Yes, that's the one. Wow, Mr. White. Sprocket Aviation is a really big airline company. You've heard of Rainbow Airlines, right? The one they call RAL for short? Yeah, that does sound familiar. Oh, it's owned by Sprocket Aviation. I see. What is the Sprocket family maid doing here in a wedding dress? So actually, we've decided to get married. You what? I'm not so young anymore, you know. I figured it's time to finally settle down. What? Yeah. Getting married? No way. I don't believe it. Besides... why would someone as well put together such as someone as flaky as Larry? You're kidding, right? Jealous? I don't blame you, but green's really not your color, you know? Alright, Larry, lay it on me. Charlie looks as lush and green as ever. Thanks to Thea taking such good care of him. I guess I should pitch it every once in a while too, huh? No seriousness, Larry, are you really getting married? Not right away. That's the plan. We're gonna elope, see? Like love on the run, I guess you could say. Isn't that right, Ellie? Larry, I do believe there's been a major misunderstanding here. My heart already belongs to another. Hmm? I'm in love with Soren. Not you. Say what? That's about what I thought. But honey, baby, weren't you running away from me so we could get married? As I said, you misunderstand. You said you'd help me escape. That's the only reason I ran away with you. This is not happening. I even shook off the police for you, and for what? That's it. If we get back together, my life is over. I'm gonna end it all. Wait, back up. Did you say you shook off the police? Yes, we had to because we're lovers on the lam. Sorry, Miss Wyatt, but can you help maybe fill me in on what's going on? I'm being pursued by the police as a murder suspect. Murder? They think you killed somebody? I happened to find a dead body at my reception, so suspicion fell onto me. They had me confined in a separate room. That's when Larry came along and helped me escape. I'm sorry, but what? Oh, Nick! Me and Hattie were going to elope. We were gonna put it all on the line for true love. But the police tried to stop us, so we had to scramble to shake them off. But where did it all go wrong? I feel a migraine coming on. Please help me. The police are supposed to be intensifying their search. Look, it's even on TV. More news on the murder suspect and an unidentified man on the run from the police. But other suspect, Miss Ellen Wyatt, has been released by the police. Says to say that the 21-year-old is suspected of clubbing the victim. 25-year-old Drew Master Bloomsbury to death in a wedding reception hall after her banquet. The two features are listed to be highly agitated and dangerous if you see them. You gotta be kidding me. Ah, brother. I guess this means we're technically harboring a pair of fusers here, huh? Oh, Nick! What's a guy to do? At least tempt me hardcore. I'm the one who should be crying. I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been all this time? You mean you don't know? You really gotta stop living under a rock and get out more. I'm the hippest, hottest picture book author in the business. Larice Dioxnium. I can't believe you didn't know that I'm taking the picture book world by storm. Oh, but I know you. You're the one who wrote Franzie's Rippity Whip Trip, right? How did you mention it? I think I did hear something about a one-hit wonder. One-hit wonder? What the heck, Nick? I almost said, what the hell, Nick? You know, I just created a brand new character to modern acclaim. He's madly popular with 18 to 24-year-old women everywhere. Look, you can see his cute stuff all over this jacket. What? That heart-shaped pork chop? He's not a pork chop. He's the main character of my latest pixel book. I love a little soul who beats the hearts of lovers and arrows evermore. You piglets. As you can see, this adorable fellow make his debut. You piglets lovey-dovey look. In stores now. Are you sure? Because I've never seen that book in stores. Now or ever. Well, if you ever do see it, do me a favor and buy a copy of 10, will ya? I thought you were taking the picture book world by storm. Anywho, you're the finale in court, right, buddy? Please, I'm begging you, I didn't murder anyone. I swear I'm as clean and pure as this pure white dress. Cyclops. I guess that means he's telling the truth. And helping the fugitive on the run? What am I getting myself into? There's actually one more thing I really need to tell you. Oh. You might find this hard to believe, but the truth is, I'm a time traveler. I'm not sure I follow. After the wedding reception, I was attacked. I was moments away from my death. Then, in an instant, I made a wish upon this pendant around my neck. I went back in time just before the reception started. Only this time around, who was trying to kill me was already dead. And somehow I became the suspect for his murder. It's as if history had been rewritten. No, wait just a minute here. I don't understand. Are you saying that... What's going on? Mr. White? There are police cars outside? And not just one or two, but a whole bunch! Eddie, whole squad of officers has the building surrounded. What? This is the police! There is no escape! Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up! Nick, what do we do? What if I know? There's a bunch of armed officers out there. 1, 2, 3, 44, 45. Wow, talk about overkill. Listen here, you criminals! Think about what you're putting your poor parents through. I'm sure this isn't how they raised you. Think about their smiling faces and their warm home-cooked meals. Who the heck are you? A detective? Now, hold on there. You can't go in there. It's too dangerous. Wait! Is everyone okay in here, Mr. White? Emma? I'm sorry for all the commotion. So wonder what is going on. Well, I raced on over as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butch who holed himself up in here. With the motor suspect after he made off with her. And the fleet of patrol cars. The police are being extra careful. Because apparently a certain somebody yelled out, "Stay back, I have a bomb." I'm sure you can guess who I'm talking about. The police were being so persistent, I had to do something, so I tried bluffing. You know, like you do in court, Nick. Please leave me out of this. Mr. White, I'm bringing this young lady in for questioning. So if you want to talk with her, you'll have to do it down at the detention center. I suppose I should thank you for your thoughtful gift of trouble and mayhem, Larry. Oh, Nick, we gotta get down to the detention center right away. Listen, Larry, I haven't even decided whether I'm going to take on this case or not. I know you will, because it's you! Guess I've got no choice but to tag along and help then. What? Did skip out on me? You've only just started practicing your repertoire, you know. Huh? You better stay and practice with Juicy, Athena. A promise is a promise, after all. That's cold, boss. You gotta get me out of this. I can't take it anymore. Let's get practicing, Athena. Next up is some training for the water tank escape trick. Stick your head in this bucket of water and hold your breath for 15 minutes. No! Stop. I'm begging you. She's getting away. You get back here, Athena! I guess the only person cut out to be Juicy's assistant is Apollo. Well, guess we better get to the detention center and ask Miss Wyatt some questions. Especially about the whole time traveling business he was talking about. Oh, it's you, Mr. White. Miss White, would you mind if I ask you a few questions? I think he's gonna defend you, Ellie. Isn't that great? Harry, I told you I haven't decided yet. What? You're not going to take my case? I'm never gonna be happy. Miss Wyatt, what the? Did I do something wrong? Miss Wyatt, please calm down. I'm innocent, I tell you. Please won't believe me. Neither will anyone else. I'm gonna in a jail cell. Alright, I'll do it. I'll take your cases. Please stop crying. Really? You will? The fact that Larry was the one who brought you to me had me a little worried, but you don't seem like a killer to me. I know you'd come through. Do I really have a choice? I guess not. Because it isn't like Miss White killed anybody. That's not like that doesn't work at the moment. Riot. Let's do this together. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mr. White. There, it's going to be okay. Try to pull yourself together. Just give me a moment. I'm sure be grateful for you taking on my defense, Mr. White. So, no problem. Wow, she literally pulled herself together. Please tell me everything you can about the incident. Alright. You went up to the wedding reception. I was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury. Wasn't Gloomsbury the name of the victim of that news report? I should listen to what she has to say first, though, before I start asking questions. How dare that guy lay a hand on somebody else's blessed bride? What a creep! That's where it's coming from you. Do you have any idea why he'd attacked you? No. What? But what? Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Gloomsbury is very happy with me getting married. He's jealous much. What a loser! Mr. Bloomsbury forced me onto the Vista deck. He was going to push me off. Oh, how funny it was. I was supposed to lose my life. I was supposed to be the happiest day of my life. So that's why I made a wish upon this pendant. That pendant. This is a gift for my husband to be sewing. It's a symbol of our love. And so you made a wish on it. And I may think what I'm about to say is very strange, but I beg the pendant, please take me back to that blissful moment. And you know what? It worked. It brought me back to just before the reception started. So that's the time travel thing you mentioned back in my office? I'm sorry, but I have to say it's pretty unbelievable. Unbelievable? I knew you'd never believe me. Ellie here is an honest-to-goodness time traveler. Don't you believe your own client? The magic of that pendant sent her back in time before the creep could kill her. So Larry saw. It's really true, I tell you. This pendant is an important part of the time machine Soren made. I begged it for help, and it really did send me back in time. She's listening to herself. Even experience the reception again, even though we've already held it once before. Don't get everyone to act as if nothing unusual was happening at all. Can you not cook while we're talking, please? Alright, so when did you come under suspicion for murder? After the reception ended, the second reception I mean, I went back to the reception hall and started cleaning up the place by myself. Hold on. Cleaning? Why were you cleaning on your own wedding day? My last task as a servant of the Spookin household. I have to take on the preparation and claim of the reception banquet. I see. I started to remove the decorative lanterns in the room. It was so heavy I lost control of it, causing it to topple over and break open. That's when I saw Mr. Bloomsbury Dead's body inside of the lantern.
So you simply happened to be the first to discover the body, right?
That's right. I just came across it by accident. But I became confused and didn't know what to do. That's when some of my in-laws saw me and jumped to the conclusion that I had killed him. So this Bloomsbury guy tried to kill Alan, but then wound up getting himself after Alan traveled back in time. So I'm mistaken a magic pendant. How could any of this be possible? Really? Why didn't you think about the other thing too? But the steady figure you saw when you were being attacked. That's a good idea, Larry. So you and Larry here will never plan on getting married, right? That's right. We only had a few brief interactions, so I can't say I know him at all. Oh, Larry, how could you say that? You and me are bound by fate, I'm telling you. We're meant to be together. Huh? You're wrong, Larry. I would have been so right, baby. It's as plain as the Gucci on my chin. Larry, don't make me send you to timeout. Now, can you tell me about the groom, Alan? What's he like? His name is Sword Sprocket. He's the most wonderful man. He is truly my destiny. You say Sword Sprocket as in... That's right. The next person has Sprocket Aviation. Wait, he's in line to take over the company. He's nothing but a wit spoiled brat. I'm clearly the better choice. Clearly. Larry, you and Sona are as different as night and day. There's no comparison. Larry, you're breaking my achy, breaky heart. So she's marrying into money, huh? Company Sona chose me. A simple house servant. He's my knight in shining armor. My prince. Oh, my sword. So what's the shadowy figure you saw, Alan? It was because Mr. Gloomsbury was attacking me. After I made a wish upon this pendant, I started to pass out. But just as I lost consciousness, I saw somebody strike Mr. Gloomsbury from behind. You did? Then the person must be the real culprit. Did you see who it was? I'm afraid not. Have you told anybody else about this? some in-laws, but nobody took me seriously. They said it was all just a dream. I can't exactly say I blamed them. I mean, time travel. Hey, for my peace of mind, please tell me that figure wasn't you. Of course it wasn't. I guess I've asked all I can for now. Spick and span, spick and span, spick and span. Ellen, what are you doing? I want to make everything clean and beautiful for when someone comes. I can't have my future hubby come into our dirty room now, can I? It has to be spotless, just like this white dress. Spick and span, spick and span, spick and span. Let's hope we can wipe away all suspicion from you soon, too. Nick, we better get to the crime scene right away. What? You're coming too? Of course I am. If I solve the crime and reveal the true killer with my super sleuthing skills, Ellie might change her mind about me, you know? You never get the message, do you, Larry? Stop. The mooring dock in Sprocket Park. Come on, Nick, let's go. This is Sprocket Park. Where's the reception hall? The reception hall? Oh, that's... Wow, looky there. What is it? I just spotted me a cute matcha. Throw it up, Nick. Hold on, where's the reception hall? Sorry, Nick. The man's gonna stop and smell the roses when they appear. I'm an artist after all. Oh, man, it's you. I thought he was going to take me to the crime scene. I'm still comes thinking back when he nobly gets rejected. Let's take a quick look around until then. Oh, that huge airship is more just as a skinny little tower. I know it's tied down and all, but it still looks like a good breeze could send it flying. Oh, this thing's really banged up. Look at the sign. They say it got damaged by heavy winds yesterday. Big Goose sent that bench flying into it. Oh, that's what they are saying anyway. I see. The wind caused that? More like a tornado. The repair guy was saying don't touch, it's dangerous. I see. Thanks for the heads up. Oh god, it looks like it was a lot of rock. So this bent at that sign, huh? Hopefully it didn't hit a person too. That would be a catastrophe. I guess from now on, whenever I'm walking around outside, I'd better be on the lookout for unidentified flying furniture too. Oh, that airship is huge. Oops, I mean to say that out loud. I've never seen airships like this up in the sky. I gotta say, they're mighty impressive when you can see them up close like this. Hey, sorry about that. I actually thought you'd be back sooner. Didn't work out, huh? Lay off, man. I was on my game today. So now that you're done, you mind telling me where the reception hall is already? What do you mean? It's right there in front of you. Right in front of... Wait, what's that say? Flying Chapel? Do you mean to tell me... At least reception was on that airship! A sky-high reception hall? That's where you'll find the crime scene. And not only does that airship fly through the sky, but the space-time continuum too. The happy couple Simon got left far behind when it made that time skip, though. Here, check the airship out for yourself with this pamphlet. By the way, I figured you could use some backup so I called in some help for you. You did? Yep. Should be here any minute now. That red sports car. Harry, don't tell me you called. You know it, buddy? I trust you've been well, right? Surprise! Now admit it! That was a pretty good Mr. Ezra impression, wasn't it? Maya? What are you doing here? Harry called me up. He said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old knot. But that's funny. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride. Maya! I know this is sudden, but please marry me! Nick? What's Harry talking about? He was dumped by his bride. Or by his imaginary bride, anyway. Wow. Oh, Harry. That's a little low, even for him. But hey, imaginary girlfriends never hurt anyone, right? More power to him! This is my affair. She's been abroad for her training as a spirit medium. Now that her training is over, she's back home here in the States. That's right. The new and improved Maya Faye is on the scene. Spirit and girl power at the ready. Look at you, Maya. All grown up and as cute as ever. Ooh, you know what? I just realized something. If I ever get married, I'll miss out on all the fun of always meeting somebody new. I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry. Edgeworth? I figured that call belonged to you. Until you become Maya's chauffeur. I just happened to run into her en route and picked her up. And by running into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car. I nearly ran her down. This is Miles Edgeworth. He's a friend of mine and the district chief's prosecutor. I heard he's been busy lately. So what brings you here? Don't tell me Larry called you up too. He did. However, I have business of my own here at the crime scene. Business? What kind of business? Just so you know, right, I'm the lead prosecutor on this case. What? You? Yes. It appears to be standing on opposite ends of the battlefield this time around. Against Edgeworth tomorrow. I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case belongs to the post attention of the district chief prosecutor? It's a bit complicated, to say the least. In what way? The Bruin was a member of the Sprockets, a family of immense influence. His bride was to stand trial in court. It was solely the Sprocket's name. So they tried to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Was it to settle it amicably, right? What do you mean, settle it amicably? It means that they're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug. Wow. Look at Reese really has that much clout? Yes, I have expressly strong ties in both the political and the judicial wars. To the point where no one dares to oppose them. Don't tell me that includes you. You're ridiculous, right? It's quite the opposite. The prosecutor's office is filled with cowards, as I found out.
The last one I must have blown into was low. The prosecutor Sprocket.
So that's why you decided to take on the case yourself, right? That's right. I will personally see to it that justice is solved. I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of who I'm up against. And that is a part of my creed. Nothing and no one can stray me away from that, not even the almighty Sprockets. Right. If they think they can use their influence to bend the truth, they have another thing coming. You know, I almost feel sorry for them. They were only trying to protect their interests. All they got instead was you. Eddie, come on, man. How can you prosecute my poor sweet Ellie? What kind of heartless jerk are you? I'm simply doing my job. I'm warning you, right? I won't hold back, not for you or anyone else. So a warning, your righteousness. So, how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, I presume? Of course, like somebody who has too few clients and too much time on his hands. Guess explains why your brow is more furrowed than the last time I saw you. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Nice try, right? But as always, I'm no insensitive to anyone any mercy, including you. As inflexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I mellowed out a bit with age. So if anything, those furs should have smoothed out a little as well. Honestly, Edgeworth, are you really that blind to yourself? Excuse me? He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he? Edgeworth, about this incident. I'm the prosecutor for this case. I'll remind you that I'm not in the habit of sharing information with my adversaries. No, I guess we are adversaries for now. And you, Fairy. Me? I'd like you to come with me. You have a lot to answer for after that little stunt you pulled with the suspect. But Auntie, we're old pals, aren't we? Personal appearance for coming, Larry. Now come along. Nick, help me out here. Just me, or is Mr. Edgeworth as relentless as ever? Yeah, I guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out. Well, Nick, we better hop to it, too. Hop to what? Investigating the crime scene, of course. What else? It's been a long time since you and I teamed up like this. This is going to be fun. Fun, huh? It has been a long time, though, since we were last together like this. Alright, to the crime scene then. Yeah, and away we go. So this is the reception hall. It comes in a pamphlet. Right here. Actually, we're pretty high up, but at least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad. Oh, look, Nick, it's Emma. Hey, Emma, over here. Mr. White, Maya? Does this mean you're taking the case? Yeah, that's how things kind of turned out. So, do you mind if we take a look around? Be my guest. I'm pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead. There's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma, too. The lantern the body was found in. I managed to move it quite a ways. Looks like a cow, but pretty badly broken. It's not a cow, Nick. That's a Pegasus. The flying horse? No way. It's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything. Look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings. So it's a Pegasus, I tell you. Oh, I know. The pamphlets will tell us. Let's see. Apparently it's called a pegamoo. I did not see that coming. Yet somehow the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know? Huh, that's strange. What is? Well, this pegamoo is definitely a male pegabull, right? Yeah, I'd say so, with the horns and all. Okay, well, that pegamoo over there is also a pegabull. Take a look at the pamphlet. See? The on the right says pegabull, but the other one says pegacow, a female pegamoo. Right? The pamphlet goes on to say how they have pegamoos for the Happy Couple. So for Alan's ceremony, there should have been a male and female pegamoos. For some reason, there were two males here. Maybe somebody made a mistake when they were setting up the room. Trying to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of blunder, though. In case Brad check the thing out. So this is where the body was found.
The first person to find it was Ellen. And what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found? Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head. There was a photo of the scene as we found it. Did this come from the lantern? It's covered in blood. It got on there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern. Can you imagine going to open a door and finding the knob covered with blood? That'd be bloody awful, to say the least. Hey, what's this? Let me take a look. Grab Ellen when convenient and send her off from the Vista deck. Looks like a note outlining the motor plot. People wrote it has better handwriting than me, but it looks like they wrote it in a rush. And why do you say that? Because the writing is only smudged down from the middle of each line. It happens when a white-handed person of a slight hook writes it in a hurry. I do it sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page. Guess I'll take your word on that, Miss Bad Handwriting Expert. Hey! Even I don't spell my handwriting this badly. Alright, let's get back to the notes. That note was apparently written by the victim. Why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Are you sure the victim wrote it? I sometimes write notes myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, flour. Maya, are you craving curry rice or something? Whoops. So Emma, what is this Vista deck the note mentions? It's that heliport you see right outside the window over there. So you plan on pushing Ellen off from there.
What a monster. What do you think this is, Maya? Looks like a flower petal to me. An unusual shape for a flower petal. You purchased from one of the flowers here in the reception hall? Well, I don't see a single flower like this at any of the tables. Wonder where it came from. I guess that about does it for this lantern. Table with a bride and groom set. They gorge themselves on the wedding feast, you mean? I bet you nervous to in front of a bunch of guests like this, though. They say that really words are usually really busy during the reception now. They had to greet and talk with all the guests that came to give their blessings. They don't actually get all that much time to enjoy their dinner. Aw, I won't be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it. They say brides since having an especially hard time because of their wedding dresses. Those tight corsets squeezing their waist, they can barely eat a bite. Really? Sounds like a wedding receptions are absolute torture. I guess we still wins out every romance in Maya's book. That's the Vista deck out there. But the view is amazing. I guess it must also kind of freak you out, huh, Nick? Yeah, kinda. Just because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. This must be where the time machine was placed. I can't believe that's such a beautiful memento was used for murder. It's just awful. Nick! We have to prove Ellen's innocence no matter what it takes. I agree. We can't let this go down at the satisfying wedding reception in history. Yeah, that does it for this area.